Stopped right now. We've stopped it in the middle of the cut. It takes about 15 or 20 minutes to do this particular cut. Some cuts will be longer than others depending on what it is you're doing. This is a 60-degree V-bit that's cutting out the Marine logo, and it works pretty fast. We're running about 70 inches a minute. One thing that it didn't have in the video is dust boot, which it didn't have the dust collection running, but this is a dust boot that I made. And it actually goes on the bottom here, and you can have the dust collected up into the machine, and it doesn't go on the floor anywhere. Once the job is done, I can change bits and do any other cuts that I want to do, and so long as I don't change the axis or move the part, everything's still centered from one cut to the next. The machine itself runs on stepper motors. I've got a computer down here that runs it. Got another box that has several of the electronics in it that runs the motors, and basically as far as the computer goes, this is a printer. That's all it is. It's just a printer.
What about programs for different designs? Where do you get them? Do you have to write them? Or?
So I can write my own stuff. I can draw my own things. I'm using VCarve Pro, and this particular logo I imported from another place. I mean, it's a path, and I can just I can draw my own stuff and assign vectors to it and make paths and the whole thing. I can start completely from scratch, or I can take a picture and import it, and as long as the picture is a black and white, it works really good as far as making nice clean vectors. If it's color, I got to do a little more work. This particular job is a two-sided job, so in the software I can flip it over, and this is what I cut on the back side. So it ends up having some pockets for the game pieces and some cards and that kind of thing. And that's what these holes here are for, is to locate it so when I flip it I'm still centered. As far as I'm concerned, the VCarve software is some of the easiest to learn. It's CAD software like you'd see in a lot of other places. You know, it's similar in to AutoCAD or some of the other drawing programs, and it also assigns vectors to almost any kind of output that you could want. So I'm using Mach 3, and for my CAM software, there's a lot of versions of CAM software. Different machines will use different things, and this pretty much outputs to about any kind of machine that you've got. Very user-friendly. The software I found was, the learning curve was just hardly anything if you're computer savvy at all. So I really enjoy using it, and I really enjoy making things with it. Make things that I used to just look at and wonder how in the world did they do that. And so I found that this is something that has made my woodworking time in here more and more enjoyable. Some people don't call it woodworking. I still think it is, but I'm still working with wood. And I've got a machine that other people might not have so much, but I really enjoy doing this.
Well, you've certainly got a complete shop here now, and you say the learning curve is short, but if you know computers, you're halfway there.
Yeah.
If you don't know computers that well, you've got a long curve.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much for inviting us in, and I'm sure all the members are going to enjoy this.
Thank you.